Welcome to race 2 of the SBR Megane trophy from Autopolis. The grid here, obviously reverse grid from race 1, is Andy, Nick, Ian, Chris, Brian, Mark, Dale, Andrew, Matt, Dylan, Josh, John, Dean and Rob. I have been informed as well Josh has gone for the medium tyres this time round. I wonder if that will give him any advantage towards the end of the race this time. So, rolling start again to try and spread the field out, stop that bunching of the slower cars down into the first corner. We're away and Andy is away nice and cleanly. Nick trying to make amends for that issue in race 1, already in that slipstream, closing down Andy quickly. Everyone else fairly spread out by the looks of it. Nick anchoring up there, making sure not to hit Andy in the rear, slide out on the exit. It's just bunched that front pack up that little bit. So already we've got Andy from Nick from Ian there, and Craig and Brian in the following positions. Nick trying his best to get past Andy early, but no such luck going on there. Dale running a little bit wide. Oh, it's Craig making a mistake. There's 2 places lost. That's Mark and Dale up past, Chris. And Rob and John. Dean's already up past John, and now Rob is as well. Nice early moves from our lads at the back in our race 1 podium sitters. Andy and Nick come up towards the hairpin at the end of lap 1 into the braking zone. Flash of the lights, Andy's wide unfortunately into the gravel. It's given Nick the position. Matt's a little bit loose as well. Is there something on the track maybe? I don't know. There's 2 guys off at the same corner. Unbelievable already. And then Mark coming in. It's almost like there's something on the tyres. The tyres haven't warmed up this time. Mark ran this time, losing out as the rest of the field come streaming through. About 5 cars as one, including our race 1 winner Rob, trying his best to get past Josh. He's giving Dean a run on the outside of Rob. Josh loose again, Rob anchoring up, making sure he didn't spin Josh round, but it's given Rob a bit of a run down to the left-hander. Still not able to complete it. Given Dean a run up the inside. Who is going to have this position by the time we come out of the hairpin? Rob's up the inside. Dean's having a look as well. Slight nudge on the front, but that's 2 positions lost for Josh. Rob and Dean off on their way to chase down the leading pack. And there we have Dylan up the inside of Chris this time, grabbing another spot, again hunting down the pack. Dylan is one of the quicker drivers within the league. Been a little bit lucky in the previous rounds with disconnections by the looks of things, but already making his way through the field very, very quickly. Andy watching the pack of 4 into turn 1 there. Dylan grabbing one more spot past Dale. Is that Andy grabbing a place as well past Chris? Brilliant by the 2 of them. Clean moves, all set up coming out of turn 1. Andy already back over the back end of Dale, looking for that spot, looking to get up towards the leading pack. A kiss on the rear corner, nothing coming from it. No position change. Dylan putting Ian under pressure, pushing hard, round the outside, lovely sweeping move. No contact there between the 2, brilliant from both drivers. That's Dylan up the 3rd spot now, Brian the next target for him. Dean here fighting with Matt. Matt chops the nose off. You'd expect nothing less from a driving coach really, would you? Matt just holding that position. Dean looking hard, looking everywhere he can to get past and get back up to Rob as they chase down the leading pack. Matt again a little bit loose into the final hairpin. Just gives Dean the chance to squeeze up the inside and take the position away. As you can see, Brian is now being chased down hard by Dylan. Bit of pressure being felt, and he's run off wide. He's run wide, he kept it in a straight line, but he's lost that position, unfortunately, to Dylan. Dylan's brother, Josh, love tap up the rear there from Mark anchors up so as not to gain the advantage and get a penalty, and that allows John to come round the outside, take the position off of Mark. There's not the momentum there to get ahead of Josh. He does gain the one position there. Still putting the pressure on to Josh as we come on about halfway around the lap now. Round the infield hairpin. It looks like he's got a bit of a run. Calls Josh on those medium tyres, a little bit harder to get the power down as easy and as smoothly. Mark's back with these two as well, looking for that fight. A little bit wide, unfortunately, it just ruins his momentum on John. Will John have a go? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he does. It looks like Andrew there up the inside of Ian, is it? To gain one more spot in his pursuit of the front runners. Brian's recovering well in front of the chasing pack here. Semi-spin doesn't seem to have affected him too much. It looks like Rob there up the inside of Dale, is he? Not quite. Going round the outside this time. Can he carry the speed round towards the left-hander? If he can keep his position there, he'll have the inside line. He just about grabs it there from Dale. Just about. One of the few moves you can see like that today. He sets his sight on Andrew and Ian now. As the pack into the braking zone of the final corner. Back off down that start-finish straight. Everyone falls into a single file line, grabbing that slipstream to see who can get that run down into turn one's braking zone. Ian being closed down by Andrew. Andrew almost being pushed, it seems, there by Rob. No one having a go. Andrew, a last-minute dive up the inside of Ian, and he grabs the spot. Rob's going to try and take advantage of blind side of Ian, and he also grabs his place as well. Now Dean's having a go at Dale up into turn 2, and he grabs that spot as well, keeping himself as close as he possibly can to Rob. We've now got Dean having a go at Ian very quickly. He really does not want to let Rob get away too quickly, does he? Andrew now with Rob chasing him down. Rob keeping that tighter line. Maybe the tyres are just starting to wear that little bit. And Rob's already in front of of Andrew. Very, very quick. And now Dean having another go at the inside of Ian into the final hairpin and gets the job done. A little tap there from Dale on the rear of Ian doesn't send him off into oblivion, luckily. Unfortunately, the loser out of all of that looked like Chris, but he managed to keep hold of the pack. Matt taking huge advantage and gaining about 3 places there down the start and finish straight. Now Dale round the outside, this time with Ian, and inside for the right-hander. Can Chris take advantage as well? We'll see as we go up to the start and finish straight, and we've got Nick and Dylan fighting hard this time. This is for second place. Oh no, sorry, this is for the lead. This is for the lead. So we've got Dylan putting much pressure on Nick. Obviously, so much faster than Nick. He's caught him up very, very quickly. Will the pressure get to Nick? Will he be pushed out wide again? A different line this time for Nick on keeping the inside, making sure Dylan's slow out the corner, or as slow as he can be. He keeps the inside line for the long left-hander. Dylan trying to fight his way round the outside. Nick chops the nose off, but Dylan's got the better run, but again he's still on the outside. These two fighting hard but fair. No contact as far as I've seen between the two. Nick's still keeping that position as they head off down, start and finish straight again. Nick chalks off another lap. He must be wishing that was the checkered flag. Dylan pulling to the outside, a different line. Nick just giving the squeeze on Dylan there, just enough room, but Dylan has got the speed and carries the momentum through the corner, past Nick and into first. As we jump backwards a little bit, we see Dean taking over Brian. Again, round the outside into the hairpin. Brian's got the line, but Dean just about gets the move down. Does he? Brian's come back. Brian's come back brilliantly. Down the start and finish straight. Can Brian hold that off of Dean? All the way down the start and finish straight. Again, Dean tucks straight into that slipstream. Such a long straight here at Autopolis. Pulling out towards the inside into the braking zone, and no, Brian has managed to brake a little bit later, having that line. But Dean's carried some serious speed through the first corner, up the inside, and it looks like he's going to get the position. Yeah, just grabbed the position into turn 2 there, off of Brian. As much as Brian fights back, unfortunately, it looks like Dean's got that position well and truly sorted. Now Rob's caught Nick for second place. Very, very close. He's not got long left now. There's only a few corners left by the looks of things here now. Through the long left-hander there, out towards the braking zone. This is going to be Rob's last chance, this braking zone, by the looks of it. Nick covering the inside, making sure Rob can't get round. Looks like he's going to keep that position as we see Dylan out towards the pit wall, grabbing the victory there in race 2, and Nick just about holding Rob off for second place. Fantastic running. We've got the last few battles coming across the line here. No major changes there. So you see the results of Dylan from Nick, Rob, Dean, Brian, Andrew, Matt and Dale again grabbing 8th place. Very consistent from him. In 9th place we had Ian, then John, Chris, Matt, Josh, and unfortunately Andy a lap down at the rear again. Thank you very much. We'll have a quick look at the championship standings. Those results confirm that Rob will be promoted at the end of this season to the BTCC League. Dean, Dylan, Andy, Josh, Nick and John all fighting for the remaining spots to be promoted. And then towards the rear of the standings we've got Dale, Brian, Mark, Jamie, who obviously missed out this time. Thank you very much, and we will see you all next week for highlights of the final round from Interlagos.